Hey, it's Nissan Mosley, the traveling investor, and welcome to another Multifamily Monday Tip. So I had a Master Yoda back there. So today I want to talk about the one thing that successful people have that everybody else doesn't have. That one thing that makes people wildly successful. And it's not a business plan, it's not your network, and it's not your niche market or drop shipping or anything of that nature. It's not even real estate. Because you can make money today doing multitude of things. You got online, you got so many different things that you can do. So the point is that it's not just money, or it's not your niche market, or it's not a specific product or a funnel that you created or a webinar that you did. None of that matters. One thing matters. Only one thing that matters. One thing that separates the top 2% from the other 98%. There's only one thing that makes Jeff Bezos different than me or you. There's only one difference that separates Bill Gates from us. There's only one thing that separates Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, all these incredible people, Nikola Tesla, Edison. All these people had one thing that was greater, that was stronger than anybody else had. I want to share with you this thing that Thomas Edison, Elon Musk, Nikola Tesla, all these incredible people had that we don't have, or that other people don't have. And if you're watching this video, I'm sure you have it as well. The question is, how strong is it? Now, it's not desire, and it's not passion, and it's not love, and it's not, philanthropic reason, right? All these come from this one source, from this one thing that when we have it, when we have an abundance of it, when we have huge amounts of this will propel you into success. This one thing will help you overcome any obstacle and any challenge that is put in front of you. This is the one thing that when all of your peers tell you you're crazy, you're stupid, you're not smart enough, this is the one thing that will propel you forward. When your peers tell you, oh, you'll never succeed, oh, this is for other people, this is the one thing that will help you move forward. When it's all said and done, it all depends on this one thing, right? This one thing. So it's like in the Matrix. It's that one thing. What is that one thing that separates all of the elite from everybody else? What separates the Michael Jordans from everyone else? What separates these superstar athletes? Now, it's not even that they have a coach or a mentor, but yes, that helps as well. All those things that I said before definitely help. But what's that one thing that without it, having a coach, having a niche market, having a product, having an idea, having the best webinar or the ClickFunnels or whatever you want to have, what's that one thing that without that, none of it matters? And it's something so simple. We all have it. We just need to be able to hold on to it, to harness it, and to use it. Because like I said, this is the one thing that will propel you forward when the entire world is against you. This is the one thing that when things go sideways, and they do, you have to be prepared for it. This is the one thing that will get you through it. What's the one thing that when you're going through hell will make you continue go through it? Now I'm going to reveal this one secret that I found. And I want you to think about it because it's so simple, but yet it is so profound. It's the one thing that Elon Musk has that nobody else has, that drives him to put all of his money into the space race to go to Mars. It's that one thing. It's that one thing that made Steve Jobs stand in front of thousands and thousands of people and pull out that iPod and say, I'm going to revolutionize the music industry. It's that one thing. It's that one thing that made Edison do 10,000 trials to make that light bulb work. If you have it, then you got to dial it in. And I know you have it. If you're watching this video, you have it. It took me a while to figure it out, but now that I understand what it is, I feel it. I'm getting goosebumps as I'm talking about it right now, but I want to share it with you because sometimes, there's a saying, we don't see the forest because of the trees. Sometimes there's so much shit going on in our lives that we don't see it, that we're not tapping into it. And once you tap into it, and once you grow it, and you feel it, and you become it, and it engulfs every aspect of your life, there is nothing that will stop you. So what I want to do now is I want to share this one thing that I found. And that one thing, and Tony Robbins talks about it as well. All these gurus, everybody talks about it, but the question is, how are you going to step into it? How are you going to grab hold of it? How are you going to let it to propel you into success? That's up to you to decide. Now, the one thing that I found that separates everybody from those that have goals and don't have goals, and it doesn't matter if you have goals or not, because if you have goals and you don't have this one thing, you're not going to do anything with those goals. That one thing, get ready for it. It's a 5-letter word, not a 4-letter word. It's a 5-letter word. It's called hunger. Now you're probably going, what are you talking about? I'm hungry. I want this. Yeah, but do you have the hunger of Elon Musk? Do you have the hunger and the insatiable hunger that will never be quenched, that hunger that will never be satisfied, that when you reach your goal, you're like, that's not enough, I want more, I want it bigger, I want to help more people? How hungry are you? How hungry are you that if on the first roadblock, on that first obstacle that you hit, you're going to say, well, you know what, I tried, it's not for me, it's probably for somebody else. If your hunger is that big, that's what's going to happen. But if you have a hunger like I have, like most people have, but they just don't know how to tap into it. They have that hunger. If you have that Elon Musk hunger to go to Mars beyond what anybody else says, you will take your niche, your product, your webinar, your goals, and you will run through them like nobody's business. You will see obstacles and challenges in your way as mere stepping stones for you to get to your goal or where you want to go. It's all about hunger. How hungry are you? You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell anybody. This is for you to go home, meditate on it, sit on it, and be honest with yourself. Because this is the only time that you will ever be honest with yourself and really ask yourself and answer it. How hungry am I? What am I willing to do? How far will I take it? Will I stay up until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and then wake up at 6 o'clock and feed my family and take them to school and go to work and continue after it no matter what? How hungry are you? When you hit your first goal and you've done your first property or you sold your first product and you've done your first webinar and you were a big hit, a big success, or you failed miserably, is that going to be the end of it? Or are you going to get up and continue to do what it says? Rocky Balboa said it great to his son in one of the movies, right? He goes, life is going to hit you the hardest. It's going to come at you. It's going to knock you down. And when you're on the ground, it's going to keep kicking at you. But it's not how many times you get knocked down that counts. It's how many times you get back up. How many times will you stand back up after being knocked down and knocked down and knocked down? And if you're in real estate long enough, you'll probably get into a bankruptcy or into a foreclosure. Hopefully you won't, but it usually happens. But after that, what happens? Are you going to continue moving? Look at all these great people that have made it in real estate and the stock market. They've lost it all and they've come back to make it 10 times. Why? Because they were hungry. They didn't let defeat stop them because they said that's part of life. They took it, they ate it, they swallowed it, and they got stronger, and they were hungry. So again, how hungry are you? I'm going to leave you with that tip, let you simmer on it. If you want, comment, like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more information like this. I'm Nitzan Mosry, the traveling investor. I'll see you next time on Spaceship Earth.